Hey, what's up guys? This is Stuart Ridgel and this is my video blog. What I want to talk to you right now about is popping the top in the bunker. This is really fairly fundamental and basic, but I see so many players, even at the higher level, whenever they pop the top of a bunker, they overexpose themselves just way too much. They come out way too high, and typically you see them take a ball whenever they try to come up over the top, and that's because they're just coming up too high. And so I want you to understand that if you're in a bunker where you can come up over the top, there's a point that you break the top of this bunker that you're able to shoot your opponent. If you go too high, you're overexposing yourself and you deserve to get shot. So I want to show you me popping the top and how you can be as small as possible so you're not overexposing yourself whenever you're in a game situation. But in general, I'm going to show you both forms. I'm going to show you overexposing yourself where you come way too high, and then I'm going to show you how to do it correctly where you're just coming high enough to break the plane of surface to be able to shoot a ball at your opponent, and then you come right back down. So there was an example of me staying really tight whenever I'm coming up over the top. I'm not giving more than I have to. I have to obviously come up with my head and my hopper in order for my my barrel to really, so I can exchange a shot at my opponent. But besides that, I'm nice and tight. Now I'll show you what I see a lot of players do whenever they try to pop the top on these bunkers. So you can see right there, I'm not giving a ridiculous amount to my opponent, but every little bit counts. Every inch, every centimeter counts in this game. If you're able to stay more, able to play your bunker tighter and general, well, you need to. That's just one example to show you as far as popping the top of a bunker. Maybe it's in a brick, maybe you're in a temple, maybe you're in a little cake, maybe you're in a snake even. But you need to know that if you're popping the top and coming over the top of a bunker, you need to not be overexposed. You need to just come out enough to be able to shoot your opponent, then you're right back down. Something as well, whenever you pop the top, you don't want to pop the top and stay over the top for an extended period of time. Sometimes if you're in a situation where maybe you only have 2 opponents left on the field, or you know the exact situation where you know for a fact that your opponent cannot shoot you or your other opponents cannot shoot you, then you can stay over the top a little bit longer. But I really recommend to come up over the top quick and get right back down into your bunker. Of course, there's certain situations where you're able to come up over the top and play a little bit longer without having to go right back down. But I want you to understand, if you pop the top, it needs to be quick and you need to be right back down in most situations, especially if your opponents have 4 or 5 players, 4 or 5 opponents that you're dealing with in a game. So those are a few tips as far as popping the top, and you need to understand you need to be playing these bunkers as tight as possible so you're not overexposing yourself to your opponent. Definitely comment up. I'd love to hear what y'all have to say about this. I appreciate y'all watching. If you share this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to. I have a lot of videos coming out, a lot of content that you'll love to hear. But besides that, I really appreciate y'all watching, and y'all have a good night.